Hello and welcome to your gardening week. Well, in some parts of the country we're seeing some really warm temperatures, spring-like conditions and lots of lovely sunshine and blue skies in some places. But that doesn't really hold true everywhere, and spring being very fickle, it can chop and change very readily, and we're going to see some rainfall over the coming weeks thanks to lots of depressions that are going to sweep through the country from time to time. That means that the temperatures will be fairly mild in most parts, but it does mean that you've got to choose your time when you get out into the garden and get on with those all important spring gardening jobs. So, what will I be getting on with over the coming week? Well, I'm going to warm some soil up in my vegetable plot so that in a couple of weeks' time I can make a few sowings of things like carrots and beetroot. The first thing to do is to fork through the soil just to loosen any compaction that's come about as a result of the winter rain. If you need to, then that's the time also to fork in some well-rotted garden compost or bagged compost, not fresh manure if you're intending to grow carrots and other root crops. Once you've done that, you can then walk over the soil, just lightly treading it, just to push that soil back in place so it's not too loose and open. And then I'm going to finish off by using one of my water trays, black water trays, inverted onto the soil and then held in place with a couple of bricks or path edgings. You can also use a piece of carpet or black polythene, or if you've got any, some cloches. The good thing about black is that that will absorb lots of sunlight energy and radiate through to warm the soil underneath. Meantime, I'm also going to take advantage of this warm spell to cut back my penstemons and other half-hardy plants. This year they've taken a bit of a battering, and probably in some parts of the country they've been killed stone dead. But if they are still alive, then look down the stems, find some healthy buds and cut back to those rather than letting the plants get long, leggy and gangly. The plants will remain much more compact and you'll get a better show if you prune them now. And while I'm at it, I'm going to bite the bullet and take the protective covers off my tree ferns. Now, in the autumn I bent the tree fern fronds, the old ones, down into the crown of the plant to help shed water and help insulate the centre, and I'm really pleased I did because it's kept that worst of the cold from the centre of the ferns. But now they'll be just beginning to think about starting into growth now that the warm weather's coming, and I'm going to cut those old fronds away, remove the covering from the top of the plants, and then the new ferns can unfurl unimpeded. So there you are, a few more jobs to be getting on with this week. If you need any more ideas of what to be doing in your garden, then don't forget to visit my website, davidhurrian.com. And while you're here, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of my weekly hints and tips.